Well, he devoted a lot of his time to go and talk to college students about architecture and political issues. He was very invested in giving back to younger generations through knowledge collected by his personal experiences. Also, Mr. Gantt was known for his political activities. He served more than 3 terms on the Charlotte City Council and became the first African American mayor of Charlotte.
What was the impact of an African American mayor in Charlotte, especially Mr. Gantt's main focuses while he was in office?
Electing an African American as mayor was a big step forward for the city of Charlotte. Mr. Gantt focused on equality and acceptance of all people, races, and religions in the city. He even dedicated a new Jewish community center in a predominantly Christian town during his 2 terms. He was an example for both African Americans and Clemson graduates all over the world. He showed how even though you may have been given a bad start, you can still persevere and accomplish anything you set your mind to. Another reason why Mr. Gantt was so influential is because he related to normal people. Gantt had 2 unsuccessful attempts to unseat U.S. Senator Jesse Helms. His dreams of becoming a U.S. Senator were crushed, but he kept his head up, worked hard, and became one of the most influential mayors in the city of Charlotte's history.
Wow, that's pretty deep. How has Mr. Gantt and his wife changed the attitude, persona, and culture of Clemson University?
Mr. Gantt has really been influential not just at Clemson University, but many other universities around the country. He has paved the way for a generation after himself and many more generations to come by being bold, accepting a challenge that he was fully aware would be extremely difficult. Mr. Gantt made dramatic changes for not just African American students, but all minorities here at Clemson. His wife, Miss Gantt, also forced changes herself as well. She definitely opened up the floodgates for African American women, not just only at Clemson, but at other universities.
Well, I appreciate your time, guys. That was awesome. Very in-depth insight on Mr. Gantt and his history with Clemson University. We're going to end this with one last question. What is your favorite fact or story about Harvey Gantt?
Personally, my favorite thing about Harvey Gantt is that even though he had a very difficult college experience that most people will never be able to experience themselves, he became a loving husband and even had the opportunity to raise 4 successful children. All of that is pretty amazing, and I think he's someone that everyone can look up to here at Clemson University.